Hey everybody, this video got a old American 600. Got this on eBay without keys, and the second attempt at this here. Just lubricated the shit out of it here for about an hour and a half, because when I messed with this earlier, couldn't get it to do anything. It sounds like the pins are actually moving now, so we'll see if we can get it open. Alright, so these older 600s, they have the pretty wide keyway at the top, so the 50 thousandths fits real easy, so I'm going to give that a try. Yeah, and it's already moving better than it was. I couldn't even get it to even rotate at all, so see if we can get it here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even hear him dropping back down. I think part of the problem I'm having here is tension. This thing really isn't moving too good. I mean, it almost feels like it wants to turn in the wrong direction, which actually can happen if they're not put together correctly. You have to get the actuator in wrong. Yeah, you never know. Grab a bump screwdriver here. I do hear the pins at least dropping back down when I do that anyway, so maybe getting the lube worked in there enough for it'll possibly let me pick it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it now, but now it's actually turning a little bit. It wasn't doing that before. Let's give it a try again here. Yeah, I'm actually getting rotation every time I hit a pin. Might even be open. We're in a false set, it looks like, if it's not actually open. Okay, so we're in a false set now, so we've definitely loosened some stuff up here. Yeah, counter rotation, but not push it high enough. I feel like I'm getting counter rotation here a little bit, but not quite getting it open. I mean, it's definitely not open. It's a ton of counter rotation. Okay, well, not in the false set anymore, so I don't know if I just dropped it or there's more spools. Okay, back into a false set there when I touched one. That's kind of cool. It's kind of a long video, but it's neat to kind of see some of what you go through these old locks. Yeah, I don't really want to reset and start over here because I don't believe that I've done anything that I can't still get it open. I'll try a deeper pick here. There we go. A little bit deeper hook. Alright, cool, so we're open. Definitely kind of a fun pick. And just wiping tri-flow and grease and gunk and crap off the picks here. And as that last video, I still never cut that key or put it back together. Maybe tonight I'll do that. Alright, I don't want to lock it back. So we're nice and loose here. Yeah, I put a lot of tri-flow in it. Okay, so we need a Phillips screwdriver. And that screw is stripped a little bit. It's turning. Alright. Just move that out of the way here. Probably gonna spray a bunch of brake cleaner in this before I put it back together. Okay, so 5 pins, and on these cores here, on these, oops, sorry, I'm banging the camera, on these 600 cores, just looking to see if there's any code or anything stamped on it, and there's not. So they have stops in them, so you can't turn it too far. But one of them, let's see which one pushes in. Okay, of course it's that one. See, I think that I've never been able to get one of these out, but I don't know when these were manufactured, if this was supposed to come out or not. Oh wow, look at that. First time for everything. Okay, so that allows me to rotate it far enough to dump the pins. Yeah, but it's got to pull the other side out too. Yeah, that side won't pull out, but it might push in. Yeah, if it won't come out or push in, I'm gonna have to use a plug spinner and spin it. Let me see if it'll push in. It looks like it should. Yeah, actually I can even plug spin it. Yeah, I definitely got to get them both out. Or out of the way anyway. Yeah, guy doesn't want to budge, so this might be the end of the video. Yeah, I've worked on these before. And should be able to push out. I'm going to just get off camera for a second here and head to the anvil, and I might see if I can tap it out with a hammer. Alright, so I was able to take a center punch and push it in enough to where I can spin it enough to get the pins out. So we'll do that. So now we're upside down here. And the pin should be able to drop out. So I get that key blank back in. Trying to force the drivers out of the way to let the blank slide in. There we go. Alright, so now I can take the pins out. So there's pin 5, 4. Here's number 1. And then Google 2 is a bunch of crap on 2 and 3. There's 3 right there, a bunch of crap on 3 also. Alright, so there's our bitting right there. That's probably an 8 pin there. Like maybe like a 3, 2, 2, and 3 is my guess. Anyway, what I normally do on these when I do these without keys, here's I'll figure out what the bitting is on it, and when I actually do the production on the video, I'll post it on the screen. So kind of a long video, but it's kind of cool what you kind of go through these old locks, getting them open, just to get them freed up and everything. So I'm actually going to measure this now and actually go cut a key, and cut a key to the other one that I forgot to cut a key on like a week ago. And that'll do it for now, and we'll talk to everybody later. Quick addendum to an already too long video. Also, forgot to beg for subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do that. What ended up happening is I measured up our key pins. Bidding I got was 63348. Cut a key, didn't work. Had to pick it again. This time I went ahead and tapped the core out with a screwdriver and hammer to gut it to see what was going on with the key, because I don't normally measure wrong. And so we gutted it. This is what we had upstairs. We had a standard, spool, standard, standard. And one thing that came of this that's kind of interesting is this is a modern spool out of the Modern American kit. Putting it next to one of these old ones. And you can see the thickness of it, which is how we got such a deep false set. It's a lot thicker on the newer spool than on the older one. And I might do a separate video just on that, just in case people don't get to the end of this. And so what I ended up doing to make the key work is I think the pins are just worn, so they wouldn't work on the lock. So I went ahead and just rekeyed it with new pins. It doesn't want to come out because of the detent, but anyway. So I just repinned it, so it is the correct bitting, 63348, and now we do have serrated key pins, which we didn't have before. And I do have a key that when I finally reassemble it completely will work. And that's the thing that I wanted out of all of this. So now we're actually done here, and thank you for watching, and we'll talk to everybody later.